hard first and second grade? The group you are going to see, we talked about them briefly before spring break. Do you remember talking about this? This group is called the Airmen of Note. They are the Air Force Jazz Band. They're wonderful. You are about to see their reeds and rhythm section, which is a little bit smaller than their regular jazz band. So, can we give them a round of applause?
How's everyone doing today? We are so excited to play for you. You don't even know. We've been looking forward to this concert for a really long time. Thank you to Mrs. Harden for having us over. We are the United States Air Force Band, Reeds and Rhythm. We normally play in a really big group. It has 18 people in it. But for today, we're excited because we think the saxophone is the best instrument there is. So we brought all the best players on the best instrument, and we're going to have some fun with you guys today. We're going to play a piece for you first, and then I'm going to turn every single person in this room into a jazz musician today. Okay? So get ready. You guys are going to play with us. You're going to sing, you're going to improvise a little bit. It's going to be really fun. So we're going to start with a great jazz classic. This is called Olio. test. Hey, all right. What do you guys think? Jazz. Isn't that fun? So let me introduce the guys on the stage, just so you know kind of who we are, where we're from. One of the cool things about music is that we can get together, people from all over the country and even the world, and we can play music together because it's kind of like the universal language. And they talk about music as being the universal language, and it's really true. All of us, we never knew each other before we joined the Air Force. For the most part. I've known Andy for 20, 25 years or something. But it's great to be able to meet new people and play great music. So down there on the big saxophone, that's called the baritone saxophone. Ricky, actually, I don't know where you're from. Where are you from, Ricky? Oh, the local boy. All right. Fairfax, Virginia. Ricky. Next to him, playing the tenor saxophone, which is a little bit smaller than the baritone, but bigger than the alto, from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That's Grant Langford. All right, the other gentleman playing alto saxophone along with me. It's not the smallest. You can see this small one hanging out in the middle of the stage. I'm going to play that one in a second. But from Buffalo Grove all the way from Illinois, that's Andy Axelrad on alto saxophone. And over here, playing this really cool silver saxophone. Not many silver saxophones around. He's playing a really great one. All the way from Marshfield, Massachusetts, that's Ted Baker. And of course, our group is called Reeds and Rhythm. The reason we call it reeds is because all saxophones, here, let me see. Can you guys see right there? That piece of wood that's attached to my mouthpiece? That's a reed. So that's actually what's making the sound when I blow air through it. It's just vibrating. It's been worked on, but it's essentially just a piece of bamboo that's been cut into the shape to fit the saxophone. So the rhythm part of it, we've got a really great rhythm section, and that consists of piano, upright bass, and drums. So, our piano player, all the way from the frozen tundra, Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, that's Steve Erickson. He loves the warm weather now. Especially springtime. It's his favorite season. And playing bass, can you guys see the bass all the way back there? It looks like a giant violin, really big. It's cool. It makes all those cool low notes. We can't do it without him. All the way from Houston, Texas, that's Dave Foster. And of course, the instrument that everybody wants to play after the saxophone, their second choice, right? Yeah, drums. Those are really cool. Playing all that cool stuff on the drums. He's from Decatur, Illinois. That's David McDonald. Okay, are you guys ready to sing a tune with us? Did you bring your singing voices today? Everyone hands up? I'm not a singer, but that's okay. We don't need to be singers to have fun in jazz. So here's what I want you to do. Ted. Yep. Ted is going to play the first little phrase of a song that we all know. It's a blues. And it's a really easy blues to learn, okay? So all you're going to do is sing back what Ted plays. B flat. So he's just going to play this little snippet for you one time, and then you guys are going to sing it for me, okay? So here's CGN Blues. That's it. All you have to do is know how to count to 4. That's easy. Everyone can count to 4. So at that tempo, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So I'm going to give you 4 beats, and then we're going to sing it together. I'll sing it with you, okay? So play that starting pitch, Ted. Can anyone match that pitch? Perfect. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, 3, 4. Do, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, da. Do, da. Do, da. Do, da. Great. So, that's all you need to do. That happens 3 times. We're going to sing the blues together. You guys ready? All right, we're going to sing the melody together. We're all going to play it with you. We'll just solo for a little bit, and then when I point to you, I want you guys to sing the melody one more time. Okay, here goes. C Jam Blues. So that's the basis of jazz. It's really great. It's not too hard. If you can sing simple stuff like that, you're ready to start making music. It's very fun. So that tune was actually written by, was it Strayhorn or Ellington? I think it was Ellington. By one of Washington, D.C.'s most famous jazz musicians that actually was from here, which is Duke Ellington. And he wrote that. It's called C Jam Blues, and it's a great way to just play a simple melody and then open it up to improvise. So did you guys know, when somebody's playing by themselves up here, we have no idea what we're going to play before we do it? Totally making it up. That's called improvising, and that's one of the most fun parts of jazz. Has anybody ever heard improvising before? Show of hands. Wow, check you guys out. That's awesome. So that's what we love to do as jazz musicians. We love to improvise, which means basically make up melodies on the spot. Kind of like right now when I'm talking to you, I'm not really sure what I'm going to say, but I kind of have a feeling of what I want to talk about, which is music. So that's what we do on our instruments, improvising. All right, you want to hear another tune? Okay. Sometimes the saxophone section can play just by ourselves, and that's fun too. We don't necessarily need the rhythm section. So we're going to play a tune for you right now that is written just for these 5 saxes, and it's written by another incredible saxophonist who lived back in the 1940s and 50s. And he's one of the fathers of jazz. This is Charlie Parker's segment. We hope you guys like it. You guys all have great ideas. Let me see some hands when I call on you. Okay. We're close. It's kind of, who said clarinet? Almost. It's similar to a clarinet, but it's not a clarinet. Yes, sir, right here in the blue shirt. In the dark blue shirt, good night. Yeah. It's definitely a saxophone, but what kind? I'll give you a hint. It starts with sop and ends with rano. Soprano, yes, yeah, right. My wife knows those words. So, I'm going to open it up for questions in a minute, but just really quickly, the saxophone range has a lot of different kinds. If you can believe it, there's actually one that's smaller than this. It's called a sopranino. So then there's the soprano, and then there's the alto saxophone, which Andy's holding. And then comes the tenor saxophone, which is bigger. And we got the big baritone saxophone down in the lower ends. Here we go. Let's hear the lowest note you can play in the baritone. Whoa. Do you guys think there's a saxophone that's bigger than the baritone saxophone? You're right. There's the bass saxophone, and there's the contrabass saxophone. It starts to get really, really big. There's even something called a tubax, which is a combination of a tuba and a saxophone. So, we have soprano through baritone here, and you can see that there's a lot of different kinds of tone colors and ranges that we can do. Hey, before we get too far, I know we only have half an hour. Do you guys have any questions about the instruments, or about the music that we're doing, or about the Air Force? Yes, the little girl right there with those flowers on her shirt. Hi. Yeah. She's got a ponytail, 3 yellow strands. She's looking backwards now. It's a gray shirt. Yeah, there you go. Do you have a question?
Why do you play jazz?
Nice and loud.
Why do you play jazz?
Oh, why do we play jazz? That's a really good question. I think most of us play jazz because we were very passionate about it. Do you guys have something you love to do, like maybe art or play sports? Something you really love to do? That's what we feel about music. We love doing it, and we have to do it every day, or else we get kind of sad. And luckily, we found a perfect venue to do it. So our job as members of the Air Force is we get to go around and talk about how incredible all the men and women that are serving right now are, and we get to demonstrate that with our instruments. How many of you guys have family members that are in the military right now? Army, Navy, Marines, some kind of service. Let's see hands really high. See, isn't that awesome? When you get home, make sure you give them a big hug and say thank you for what they do, because we really appreciate everything they do. And thank you for that question. That was really good. Who has another question? Yes. Purple shirt. Okay, everybody, can you be really quiet and really listen to the question one more time? Oh yeah, this is the buried play high, absolutely. Let's see, Ricky, how high can you go? That's nice. How about the full range, Ricky, all the way from the high F to the low B flat? You guys ever watch The Simpsons? What's the instrument Lisa Simpson plays? Baritone saxophone. You know the theme, Ricky? Put you on the spot. Okay, one more question, then we might do one more quick tune for you. How about the gentleman in the white shirt in the very back there? Yep. How do we learn to play jazz music? The same way that you guys are doing everything right now. We went to school, and we practiced, and we studied really hard. So we started really young like you guys, and we were exposed to music. And we thought, hey, that's kind of cool. All my friends are doing it. We started playing bands. And we realized how fun it was and all the different places we could travel to and play. And we eventually just kept on practicing and practicing, and here we are, with you guys. That's a great question. All right, how are we doing on time? 5 minutes. All right, we're going to play one more tune for you guys, okay? Thank you for being such a great audience. We had a lot of fun, and we hope to see you guys again, okay? We're going to play one more for you. Thanks.
Thank you. And give them one more round of applause. On your way out, please follow your teacher's directions. Do not just get up and move. Wait for them to tell you where to move.